had my hair cut last week and this is the first time I'm styling my curls myself, so I thought we could style my hair together using the same products and technique that my stylist did. She sectioned my hair slightly differently and I think it's a really easy sectioning method that I haven't tried before, so I really want to try it. I'm gonna use the same products and yeah, let's get into it. So I'm starting with soaking wet hair because that is what my stylist did. I'm just gonna put a towel around my shoulders because it's getting soaking wet. So I've shampooed and conditioned my hair off camera and now I'm going to apply some gel. This is the Tutti Lab gel. My stylist used this one in the salon. I really like this one as a one and done. It is very lightweight, but it's also buildable, so it's kind of like a medium hold, I would say, but you can use a bit more for a bit more hold. It's also a really good one for refreshing with. It reactivates really nicely when you do refresh. I personally like to apply a stronger hold gel or a hairspray over the top of this one for longer lasting hold, but it just gives me such good juicy definition, and so I was happy that my stylist was using it and she seems to really like it on her clients' hair as well. And obviously she has clients with lots of different curl textures, curl patterns. Right, so I've applied my gel. Now I'm going to section my hair, and I usually just do one section at the bottom like this, and then I kind of just style that whole section together, but she actually did two bottom sections, so I'm going to do two. So for the first one I'm going to take just a small section at the very nape of my neck, and then she brushed styled this section using the bounce curl brush. She was actually saying like what a game changer this brush is. I think my hair needs to be slightly wetter. That's a problem when filming, my hair doesn't stay wet. Just gonna add a tiny bit more gel because I don't feel like I distributed that very well. Maybe I should have brushed it through, oh well. So Fran kind of split this back section into two. I'm gonna try and do it so you can see, so I'm gonna turn around. I don't think she's scrunched, but why not just give it a little scrunch. Next section, so then she took from about here to here. To prevent me from getting my sections confused, I'm just gonna add some little crocodile clips. And then she repeated the same. I'm just gonna apply a little bit more gel to this section. I'm literally doing like a pea size because I did already apply the product. I just thought this sectioning technique that she used was really interesting, and I just think it's such an easy one to follow. Well, we'll see. Okay, so now I'm gonna style this section. I'm gonna leave the sides out because she kind of left the side bits out at this point and just brushed the back. That would be the side. Just gonna twist them. I'm just brushing it through a few times and then splitting it into two and brushing each section. And then she moved on to the sides next. So she kind of she sectioned this part off and down here. She was actually using the end of this brush to create the sections, which, I mean, that's what it's been designed for. So I'm just gonna clip this front section away. A little more water, a bit more gel to each side. Then I'm just going to split this into two. Twist this one out of the way. You can brush it through a few times if you need to, just to get any tangles out and just to really smooth the hair. I think this is actually going to be my new styling technique. It's a shame that I actually just posted my updated wash day routine because I've got a new one now. And then I'm just repeating the same on this side. Does anyone else have like less hair on one side of their head than the other? Because I feel like I have less hair on this side than this side. I feel like I've actually been told that before by a hairdresser as well. Okay, so that's all the bottom section done. I'm actually just going to take these little clips out from underneath before I forget. And now we're moving on to the top section. So that will be from this top part to the front. So my hairdresser started from the back and worked her way forward. So let's try that. So she kind of did it in sections about this big. Brushed it through a few times and into two. And then this section, she brushed it forward. And then we flipped all my hair together and we gave it a scrunch. My hair was definitely a bit wetter when Fran was styling it, so I'm just gonna add a bit more water. But look at the ringlets already. Scrunch. Flipping forward and scrunching. And at this point she removed some excess water, just a little bit, and then glazed over just a little bit more product. We were discussing this because we were like, does it create product wastage? I'm just applying about that much. I think she did apply a bit more, but I feel like I've got enough product in my hair right now. Because I used to do this all the time and then I just got out of the habit because I was worried about wastage. It is a good technique for preventing frizz, because the thing is you need to apply product to soaking wet hair to get the juicy curl clumps, but then you need to remove water before diffusing your hair so it doesn't take ages to dry. But then if you remove water, you also risk removing some of the product, which is adding the hold to your hair. So to get the best of both worlds, you can apply your products to soaking wet hair, remove some water, and then just glaze over just a small amount more of product, just to just add that extra level of hold and prevent the frizz. So now I'm ready to diffuse. That was really quick actually, styling process. My stylist uses the Dyson diffuser and I don't have the Dyson diffuser, but what I do have is the Lathan. So I thought that I would use this in my routine today. This does have a smaller bowl than what I'm used to, but what I do like about it is that the prongs stick out so you can get right up to the root. And a feature of this that I wish all hairdryers had is its heat cycle motion. So you essentially hold the heat button down and then it cycles through like a low to medium to high heat, so you're not constantly on one heat the whole time. What a game changer, how innovative. So that is the mode that I'm going to be using while diffusing my hair today. I'm actually going to use the high speed on this dry because it's a very gentle airflow. It doesn't really blow your hair around that much. Hopefully that will speed up the drying time too, so let's go ahead. So I'm just flipping all my head to the side, lifting my hair at the root, placing my hair in the dryer and turning it on. I forgot to set a timer, so it's 1:35. I've been diffusing my hair for about 2 to 3 minutes already, so let's see how long it takes me to diffuse my hair. So overall the dryer actually has 4 different heat modes. So it's got cool, medium, hot, and the cycle through heat mode. I've just finished diffusing, my hair is fully dry and it's just turned 1:53. So about 20 minutes and my hair is fully dry. And to be honest, when I use my other diffuser, it's about 15 to 20 minutes as well, depending on the product. So I'm really impressed with that. I have got quite a big clump here that I'm just gonna separate because I think I can make about 3 different curl clumps out of that. Let's see. Yeah, look at this. Look at this one. And sometimes I find if my hair is so clumpy, then it actually takes longer to dry as well, because it kind of just sits in these clumps. See, like this is actually a little bit damp, so I might just go in and diffuse that. Because it's sitting in clumps, it just takes longer to dry. It does dry very fast, this dryer. So that's it, my hair is fully dry, and it took about 20 minutes to fully dry, and these results are so similar to the ones I got with my hairdresser last week. It is a little bit soft just because of the gel we use. It's more of like a soft hold, medium hold gel, so I'm going to apply a little bit of texture spray and a little bit of hairspray just to show you how adding a bit of grit makes such a difference when your curls are feeling very soft. So here's my hair before. It looks really good. I really like this cut. I've got really good shape in. I've got my bounce, but I've still got the length. I've got some shorter face sewing pieces. Obviously I talked through my cut in my previous video, but now let me add some texture spray and hairspray and show you the difference. So this is it before. So for some people, having very soft curls will be your preference, and that is completely fine. For me, because my hair is naturally very soft, I don't like to add extra softness to it because I just feel that it doesn't help my curls last as well. I find that when my hair's softer, it can go limper quicker and the curls can fall out quicker. So if you felt my hair on a regular day, you'd probably think it feels a bit coarse, but it's actually just the products I use. So just by adding a bit of texture spray at the roots, it's gonna create some grit at my roots and keep my roots lifted, stop them from being overly soft and going flat and limp. And then I just spritz a little bit throughout. That'll do. Take a breath outside. And then I'm gonna do the same with hairspray, but I'm not really focusing it at my roots, just a little bit at the roots, so. And then to set it in my hair, I'm going to diffuse it in. This is also going to break up any cast, crunchiness, and stop it from going sticky. And I'm just doing this on a low heat. You can use a medium heat if your hair's still a bit wet as well. And these are my results after applying the hairspray and texture spray. So I think you can definitely see a difference. My hair looks fuller. It feels grittier, so I know that it's gonna last and not just drop and go really limp. So yeah, it's got some really amazing definition throughout. A really good mix of definition and volume actually. Some really juicy curl clumps, which that gel is just perfect for. I've got a discount code that I'll put in the description below for that. And yeah, really happy with these results. What an amazing first wash day after my haircut. I just love the first wash day after a cut. You just really get to see how the cut sits in your hair, and yeah, I'm just really happy with it. So yeah, I really hope that you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these products, and also let me know if you're going to try this new sectioning routine that I tried today. And as always, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.